Hello and welcome to this virtual info session on the grant application process for 2024 community grants from the Park County Community Foundation. Once again, this year we'll be starting the grant application process with a letter of interest. What we'll be covering in this pre-recorded info session is organizational eligibility, our decision-making criteria for grants, a review of the actual questions in the letter of interest form, and letting you know about available resources to assist in preparing your letter of interest. Note that the 2024 application process is almost identical to the 2023 process. So if you applied in 2023, there will not be much new information for you in this recording. Please note, however, that the due dates are somewhat different for 2024, and we also have some new resources available for you, and we'll be mentioning those in the last few slides. You may also want to navigate to our website and look at the presentation deck to get through this more quickly. So, first topic is eligibility. We award grants to both nonprofits and local government entities that are serving people who are living or working here in Park County. And we also, for the purposes of this program, support organizations that are located in or serve people in Mammoth, Wyoming. Applicants need to be a qualified 501c3, have a fiscal sponsor that's a 501c3, or be a public entity that's located in Park County or has projects and programs in Park County. Note that if you are an organization who has received previous funding, you need to be current on any final grant reports that are due to us before you can be eligible for another round of funding. For those of you who are familiar with our Give a Who campaign, you'll notice that there is a slight difference in that our grants program, an organization only needs to be serving Park County residents. Unlike the Give a Who campaign, you have to both be serving Park County and be actually based in Park County. So no requirement to have an office in Park County, but the programming does need to provide services for the citizens of Park County. Funding decisions are made by the Park County Community Foundation's Grants Committee. This is a subcommittee of our volunteer board of directors. Barb Oldershaw, our program director, facilitates the process, but she is not a voting member of that committee. The letter of interest process is intended for the grants committee to evaluate your proposed components of your program design. And if you're selected to apply for a full grant, you will definitely have an opportunity to elaborate further on the specifics of your project. At this point, we do want to learn about the goals of your project, but we understand it may not yet be a fully developed plan. Feel free to keep your answers succinct. You aren't required to use the entire amount of words available. And as I mentioned previously, we will want to see that your programming impacts a significant number of Park County residents. And your letter of interest should clearly articulate the reach and impact of your programming. As has been true for several years, funding priority is for programs that best align with the issues identified in the We Will Park County visioning process. A little bit more about the We Will process is a citizen-informed initiative that we launched in 2019. The beginning of this month, we came out with a new 2023 We Will report. You can find that on our website. Here we have an image of what that report looks like. If you'd like to receive a printed copy of the report, reach out or come by the office. So the letter of interest. This is what it contains, 15 entry fields that are required. 10 of these are simple responses or just checkbox fields. We do ask for narrative responses on 2 questions, the why and the what of your proposed project. There are an additional 2 short narrative answers, your organizational mission statement, and some background information on how you came up with the numbers served by your program. And then we do ask you to upload a document to confirm your eligibility. So just to clarify, I am going to go through the contents of what is in the letter of interest, but all submissions have to be made through our online grants portal. The first section of the letter of interest is to provide us with a project overview. So that includes your organizational mission statement, your project name, letting us know if this is an existing project or new effort. We do have some funding questions following that. We'd like to know the approximate project budget, the total amount that you're requesting from the Community Foundation, and then an update on other funding that you're seeking for this project, whether it's been already received, funds that are pledged, or funds that are in process. And the in process question refers to if you have other recently submitted grant applications, you're anticipating profits from an upcoming fundraising event, or an anticipated major donor gift. We do also ask for you to let us know how your project aligns with the We Will Park County vision. For the purposes of the letter of interest, this is just a checkbox to let us know which of those 5 categories it fits within. We will ask you to say a little bit more about that when you get to the full application, if you're invited to submit a full application. Part 2 of your letter of interest lets us know about how you're going to be addressing community needs and what are the goals of your project. So these are the 2 narrative questions that are part of the letter of interest. The first one is an opportunity for you to tell us the why of your program, which community needs are going to be addressed by your proposal, and why those needs are a priority for you. And then the second narrative question asks you to tell us your what. So that is describing the goals that you aim to accomplish with your project. As I mentioned previously, we understand you may still be in the early phases of developing this programming. So at this time, we're not expecting a lot of specifics of how you will actually be rolling out the project. We will have a chance for you to say more about that, again, if you are invited to submit a full application. The third part of the letter of interest is about the project impact and your organizational eligibility. So you have a chance to let us know what geographic region is being served, whether it's the entire county or particular communities within the county. You also have a chance to tell us how many individuals you think will be impacted by your programming. And there are some, as in the past, sometimes been confusion about this question. So this year, we're giving you a chance to just share a brief narrative description of how you calculated this number. So for example, if you're serving 10 students in a school program, but you're expecting your work with those 10 students to impact the entire school community, let's say that entire community is 100, it's okay to indicate 100 as the number served, but please just clarify that you reached this number by providing programming for those initial 10. If you have any questions about this, please reach out ahead of time so we can get that resolved before you complete your submission. And then the final piece here is letting us know about your eligibility. So again, either your own 501c3 determination letter, a letter from the organization who is being your fiscal sponsor and their 501c3 determination letter, or if you are a public entity, just a brief description of your entity's work. So those previous slides talked about our funding priorities and the proposal content. This next section is about the logistics of accessing the grants platform. So there are 2 ways to get to that website. In either case, you should end up at this landing page. One way you can get there is to go to the Community Foundation's website, to the Apply for a Grant page, and you can click on a link from there. You can also go there directly with this link, find pccf-montana.org/online grants platform. But in either case, you will end up at a landing page that looks like this. If you've forgotten your password, there's an easy process there to walk you through the reset. Just click on Forgot Your Password. If you're not sure if your organization already has a login, please reach out to us before you create a new account for your organization. It's much easier for us to add a new user on the back end than trying to consolidate multiple accounts. So to access the letter of interest form, Once you click login on the previous slide, let me go back there. So once you click log on or forgot your password and go through that process, get a new password and log on, then that will take you to this screen. And you're going to want to go up here to the top ribbon of the website and click on where it says apply. That is going to take you to this screen where again you're going to click on apply, and that is going to open up the actual letter of interest. So just to review some key dates and deadlines, we need to receive your letter of interest through the online portal by 5 p.m. on Tuesday, December 19th. We anticipate letting selected organizations know that they've been invited to submit a full application by Tuesday, February 6th. If you have been invited to submit a full application, that is going to be due to us at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, March 12th. If you're applying this year and you received funding last year, as I mentioned earlier, you're going to need to be up to date on your final report for last year's funding. And those final reports are going to be due on Tuesday, April 9th. And then by early May, we anticipate announcing our 2024 funding decisions, and checks will be mailed shortly thereafter. So we have a variety of resources to support you in crafting your letter of interest. And I just have a few of them mentioned here. One resource is that we have done previous trainings, both on grant writing in general and on letters of interest in particular. You can find those on our website at this URL mentioned here. If you need any assist in navigating those online resources, please reach out to our Nonprofit Action Program Training Coordinator, Keva Ward. Her email address is here. And if you want to be sure that you're receiving updates on all of our trainings, here is an URL that will take you to our sign up form to make sure that we have you on our mailing list. So those are about previous trainings. Upcoming trainings, we have something scheduled Thursday, December 7th. We're going to have Park County's own story wrangler, Bex Frucht. She's going to be leading a workshop to help you hone your skills in telling a compelling story of how your work impacts our community. So this is going to be a great opportunity to fine-tune the narrative content that we're asking you to provide in the letter of interest. And again, just to go back a few slides, again, what I am referring to is this part, the why and the what of your proposal. And this is essentially a story that you are conveying to us about what you're going to be doing and why it's important. So really encourage you to attend that workshop with Bex. Again, that's going to be Thursday the 7th at the Thursday, December 7th at the Park County Community Foundation office, 104 South Main, from 11:30 a.m. to 1. And here's a link that you can click for more details and to get registered. So a third form of support that we have for you is that if you want information on how to best frame your work in the context of the We Will funding priorities, feel free to reach out to our program director, Barb Oldershaw, available by email or by cell, and we'd be happy to brainstorm the best way for you to cover that. So in closing, thank you for your interest in our community grants program. We look forward to learning more about your vision for enhancing the quality of life in Park County. And again, please reach out with any questions. Thank you.